Eric, with the AFCON coming, you bought a number 2 keeper in the summer. Is there anything in your mind about January possibly for cover in that area, knowing that you could lose your keeper for that period of time?
So I think what we need is 3 very good keepers for a successful season, and then a talent in the back, and then in the best situation also 1 or 2 keepers you have on loan, because you have to develop that group all the time. And yeah, we are pleased with the group we have now, and even so we were aware of the situation, and you have to manage that we have covering, and so we have a very strong keeper group, especially the first 3, so they all can play, they're all capable to play on the highest standards who need it. So yeah, we are happy with that group and we are comfortable.
Neil, Eric Garnacho's form at the minute, you know, the excitement he gives the team and the threat up front. It must be very difficult to leave a young player like that out at the minute when he's really stamping his mark. And does it also show to anyone in the squad that if you take your chance, you'll give the player it?
Yeah. So we make plays to make this development happen, and yeah, that was our assessment at the start of the season, that we wanted to bring him, and we want to give him the time to deliver what he's doing in this moment. And yeah, I think there's a big potential, and yeah, there is a lot where he can build on. But yeah, we are happy with his performing in this moment, and we are happy with his contribution. So especially, of course, he's not always the base. The foundation is the defending part. But now also he has, in attacking wise, he has the key actions, he has the assist, he has a goal threat, he scores goals. So that's of course very important for an offensive player, that you get the production in.
And we all know, you know, the stories of his attitude maybe a year or so ago, late for team meetings and that in Australia. You've obviously talked to him, and that side of him has gone.
I haven't seen it, but I don't think it's fair. And that was, there were some issues, but there are young players who has to learn what is needed. So the lifestyle for a professional footballer. But in the meantime, he knows.
Chris.
You mentioned in an interview this week that you wouldn't do things differently in your handling of Jadon Sancho. Do you think now, as we enter towards the window next month, do you think it's probably only right that he has to go?
So it's about culture, and every player has to match certain standards, and it was about that. And so what will happen there? So he knows what he has to do if he wants to return. So it's up to him.
Would you agree, though, that what's happening now can't continue?
It's that is when he knows what he has to do. It's up to him.
Hi Eric, I think it was around this time last year that a number of players' contracts were extended, the +1 options were taken up with them. Is that going to be the case with, I think it's Bissaka, Lindelof, Hannibal, Martial? Do you intend to extend the deals with all those players?
Oh well, we have news about that, and of course it's absolutely in our mindset, and we are discussing things, and when we have news we will bring it.
And just on a similar note, with the setback that Malacia's had, will Reguilon now definitely stay at the club for the rest of the season? Because I think there was a break clause in his deal for January.
Yeah, also that we have to make a final decision, but also, as you know, there's also another club, so Spurs is involved in it as well.
Thank you.
Hi, Eric, just back on Jadon. As it's a disciplinary matter, is he on full pay while he's sort of not contributing towards the first team squad and, you know, training away and eating a packed lunch on his own sort of thing? Is he on full pay?
I think that is an internal matter.
Okay, but the reason why I ask is, if he is, and I'm guessing he is, surely that's a waste of the club's sort of funds. So as Chris was sort of saying, maybe it's best for all parties if he sort of considers it, parting of the ways for each party.
So, as I said, it's an internal matter, and we will see what happens.
Just in general, I know it's a couple of weeks away, but are you expecting to make many changes to the squad in January, the players leaving or coming in?
I don't think so. That a lot is going to happen in the winter, but we have to be prepared when something, when opportunities are there, or uncertain circumstances or surprises. We have to be ready to act.
I don't have one, but I'm more than happy to ask a question.
Last question.
With Garnacho, because he's obviously a lot younger than Rashford, is it sometimes easier to convince him to do the defensive work? Because Rashford's obviously played for a number of managers who have different styles, different systems, whereas Garnacho's a lot fresher. Is it easier to convince him to do what you want to do?
No. Messi knows exactly what to do, and nowadays football, it's not possible. And you see all the top level teams, all the players are doing the jobs, and when you can't do it, you will not play. But I don't refer that to Messi, because Messi is doing the job in general.
Okay, thank you very much.